Oh, that smell is horrendous. It has had the worst oil change ever. Like, it took me an hour to get the damn oil filter off, and I had to stab it with a screwdriver twice. Holy crap, Yamaha. What were you thinking with my oil filter? What were you thinking? You weren't thinking, that's what you were doing. Yeah, that was horrendous. Anyway, I wanted to talk about that, the hardest part about boot camp. I think I've already mentioned it before. The hardest part about boot camp is sleeping. It's not really that you don't get enough sleep, it's just that you want to sleep all the time because you're tired of shit, even though you do get enough sleep. You know, you gotta sleep more because you work more. So, what I'm talking about here, I'm just gonna get down to nitty gritty. I'm not gonna talk about the fact that you don't get sleep. I'm gonna tell you how we do get sleep. And that is called, they are called, or with a method called, shit naps. Now, what shit naps are, is, shit nap is when you go to the restroom, and you go to the head, okay, you go to the head, and you sit in the stall like you're taking a shit, and you take a nap in the head. I don't know if girls call them shit naps. I don't see why they wouldn't, because, you know, girls sit down to pee too, so, you know, guys, that's why we call them shit naps, because we have to go sit down to do it. And shit nap. And, yeah, that's how you get most of your quick winks in during the day. Is you go to the head and you pretend like you're taking a shit forever and you just go to sleep. You know, you get a 20-minute nap here or there, stuff like that. There are alterations to the shit nap. You could also, let's say you're the laundry PO, you could be in the back in the drying room and lay on all the clean clothes. I don't know if you want to lay on the dirty clothes, but you can lay on the clean clothes and take a nap. Usually you want some foot soldiers there that are actually in the laundry room to yell out something if somebody walks in. We actually had a code word, because I was a laundry PO, and if anybody wanted to come into the laundry room, they had to say roast beef or we wouldn't let them in. And if the door opened and closed, like we heard the sound but we didn't hear roast beef, we knew that we had an intruder, so we would make noise, or, you know, you would snap awake or something like that. And that's how you did it in the laundry room. I never really took a nap in the drying room like I suggest that you can, because it's extremely comfortable. It's like it got a dehumidifier and you're in all this comfortable clothes. It's like bags of clothes. Ignore the fact that I almost just fell. And you could just fall asleep back there, and you're so comfortable you're not going to wake up. You know, you're going to say, oh, I'm going to be back here for 30 minutes. You're going to freaking fall asleep and not wake up until somebody's yelling at you. And that's when you get, nice, running that light. That's when you're going to get up, and it's going to, you know, you're going to get a boot up your ass or something. Is my phone ringing? I don't care, I'm riding. I'll stop in a parking lot or something. And where's Sunday? Sundays is what's called a holiday routine. Pretty much you don't get, you know, the RTCs leave you alone for the beginning of the day until I want to say noon. I don't remember if it's time noon. Time noon. I try to sound all, and I don't know how I try to sound it. I tried to sound it, but they usually leave you alone until about 12, and they'll tell you, you know, that doesn't mean you can sleep. And you'll see a whole bunch of people go into the head, because, you know, that's where you could write letters on the bench in there. And you could also go to sleep in the shower, because you just lay out on the floor and go to sleep. And a lot of people did that. So yeah, like I said, the hardest part about boot camp is staying awake. It's not the PT. It's not getting beat. It's not missing home. It's just you're gonna want to sleep all the time, because it's a lot of hurry up and wait. You're gonna stand in lines for 2+ hours at a time, and you don't know why you're in the line. And sometimes you're gonna stand in the line, and you get to the end of the line, and it's like, go stand in this other line. And that's where all the falling asleep comes from. Especially if you have to go to like dental. If you go to dental or medical and they just have you sit there, you are gonna fall asleep in the waiting room, and people will try not to let you do it. The day after battle stations, the morning after, not the day after, the morning we were walking out of battle stations, after I got my little Navy ball cap and I was now a sailor and all that stuff, I had to go get a root canal and 2 fillings and my front tooth fixed and this, that. And they sent me right after we walked out. So I'm at like my, I don't know, 49th hour up or something like that. And they sent me to dental, and my RTC like snatched me and pulled me to the side, looked at me and gave me them crazy eyes. It's just like, if you fall asleep, motherfucker, I will asthma your ass back to the beginning. And I was like, well, fuck me, right? So yeah, that sucked going to, and then, you know, because of the root canal, I ended up staying in dental the rest of the day, sitting in the laundry room, oh, not in the laundry, the waiting room in these comfortable chairs, fighting sleep. And that's how I got to spend the day after battle stations, was waiting to get a root canal. Which was, root canals aren't bad, because when I actually got the root canal, when they started the process of canaling the root, I fell asleep. It was like a 3-hour procedure. I fell asleep. They didn't care. And that's how I got my root canal. So I will say that root canals don't hurt as much as people claim they do, because I was sleeping through one, so there's no way. And I just want to make a short video on that. I'm trying to keep my videos a little shorter. Nobody wants to see a 15-minute video from some dude they don't know talking about shit they don't care about. So yeah, so you guys going into the Navy, get that sleep. Oh yeah, and on your way to O'Hare, in the airplane ride, all that stuff, sleep. Because your P, no, it's not P days, but your processing, your initial processing, you're going to be awake for 24 to 48 hours. So sleep in the plane if you can, and get as much of that as you can. Just get sleep. Get some sleep, boys. Get sleep, yeah. Yeah.